Consultants, when they're selling, have one of the toughest sales out there in the marketplace. Why do you think that might be? Has anyone experienced a consultant selling to them? No? You have. Did you notice any difference between a consultant selling to you and a product salesman? No? Then let me explain one of the major differences. A consultant, when selling, has only one product. They may have multiple services, but they have one product. This. Can you imagine what it would be like, folks, selling this? It's tough. There's something very interesting I've noticed. I've worked with a number of different salesmen who have moved into the consulting realm. And what I've discovered from them is that they're the lousiest consultant sales people of the lot. Now why, you would ask, is this the case? The reason is, most salespeople moving into consultants selling this are actually used to selling that. When there's something wrong with the product, they can say, that's broken. When this is the product, I don't want to say this is broken. It's a big difference. Another thing about consultants selling. They sell on the basis of trust. Now I know, we've all been told every salesperson sells on the basis of trust and relationships. But again, this is different. The customer cannot see the product other than me. So I have to establish a level of trust in me that proves that I am, number one, trustworthy. Number two, capable. Someone cannot trust you unless you are trustworthy and capable. But they don't necessarily know what I'm going to do for them. Nor do I. So how can I prove capability? The answer lies in my ability to establish the trust whereby they know that if I can't do the job, I'll say I can't do the job. Then I won't expose them to the risk of me failing. I'll give you an example of this. Laurie knew me as a project management office director, a program manager, a project manager. She invited me to become the account manager for her company's biggest client for a period of time. The client was about to stop purchasing from them, was going to ditch the relationship. She, although she thinks of me as one thing, felt comfortable inviting me to do something else. The reason being, she knew that I'd wave the flag if I was getting into territory that I couldn't understand. Furthermore, the account manager for the account was the salesman. The salesman was comfortable with me taking on that role. So that's serious trust. You need to understand the language of your customer when you are a consultant, because it's all about communication. So this comes in various different flavors. One of them is the language. If they're English, you're speaking English. If they're Dutch, you might try to speak Dutch. You may fail miserably. But there are other dialects that they utilize in their communication with you. There are technical components to the discussion. There are preferred methods of communication that one needs to synchronize with. So to give you an example, one of my clients preferred to use chat, did not like the telephone, did not like meetings, but would by far prefer to use chat systems to communicate, and email, etc. The absolute opposite of my preferred method of communication. However, I did manage to renegotiate a sales contract with that client on behalf of one of my clients, other clients, for major purchase over a chat session. So I learned to communicate through that mechanism in order to achieve effective communication. Electrolux, a Scandinavian vacuum cleaner manufacturer, actually failed at this in one manner. Their advertisement as they entered the American marketplace said, Electrolux vacuum cleaners suck. So we can all get this communication wrong sometimes. So, my message for you is that if you consider moving into this skill, consulting, remember the selling exercise is dramatically different to that which you're used to.